It's time to focus on your family's health. You're invited to keep your crew feeling their best and ready to tackle the new school year with New Health. New Health offers a full range of medical, dental, pharmacy, and behavioral health services with many locations throughout Stevens County. Their team of dedicated professionals are here to provide comprehensive care for everyone in your family. Appointments are available now by calling 509-935-6004. New Health, bringing healthcare into communities and communities into healthcare since 1978. And by Fired Up Pizza. Fired Up Pizza, located at 206 East Main Avenue in downtown Chewelah, offers craft beverages and brick oven-fired pizza, including a variety of sandwiches, salads, pasta, and homemade soups. Featuring weekly events such as bingo, karaoke, and live music. Fired Up Pizza also has space for your private event and offers both in-house and off-site catering services. Open daily at 11:30 a.m. for lunch and dinner. For more information, visit their Facebook page or contact Fired Up Pizza at 509-936-9121. Fired Up Pizza is a proud supporter of public radio in Stevens County.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at ChewelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at ChewelahFlooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
You're listening to
Northern Light Public Radio
on 102.7
KCHW. Chewelah.
Well, everybody, good morning, everybody. It's your KCHW morning show. I forgot to enter in our music, but let me go ahead and do this.
Right?
We have that. If nothing else.
All right now. Come on, boy. Yeah. Good boy.
I'm not dressed.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, once again, welcome to the KCHW morning show. That was a great way to start things off today without our music. Good morning, everybody. How you doing?
I'm not dressed. I don't have my earrings on. Hold on.
Oh, no. Oh, uh-oh.
I'm naked.
Did they fall off, or did you take them off to...
I put them in my pocket to put them on, and I forgot. All right. I've got one in.
I got to... I'm all kinds of a mess today. Wait, I forgot to switch this over to our camera, too. So there we are.
Right.
Good morning, everybody.
Almost decent.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything on my screen.
Oh, just like every Wednesday, there's a little bit of a delay, Sharon. There's about a minute.
Okay.
Are we on now? Are we on?
Yep,
I'm not.
we're there.
It's
me putting on
Paula's
my
ahead of me again. Well, you know, we could be a commercial for different types of phones and different types of plans.
I've been
right?
waiting to talk to you about that.
So everybody take a big deep breath.
Shit, wait.
There's. Oh.
Sorry.
Uh-oh. Hold on, just a second.
It's clear over here.
Trying to protect the equipment.
Uh-oh, we had a coffee spill.
Spill.
This day is turning out just wonderful.
Wait, my bad. My bad.
Hey, you know what? There's in the cabinet over there. There's some paper towels.
Oh, I see that.
Okay.
We just had a cup of coffee all over the desk, everybody.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, so let's go ahead and while she's taking care of that, let's go ahead and get off to the weather here.
All right.
We got a high
It's
today.
cold.
It is cold out there. There was a lot of ice on the windshields.
Oh yeah.
Man, there was my dogs went outside. They as they do with
And they said, nope.
with much excitement, they immediately went one after the other and slid off the stairs into the backyard and into a big pile in the grass. It was a lot of fun. Our back stairs are a little bit icy.
Ooh. Yeah.
So, but it is going to warm up a little bit today. We have a high of 46 degrees with 28 degrees and clear skies overnight. Sunny skies tomorrow with a high of 49 and 30. That's downright warm.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
30 overnight tomorrow, 52 and 32 on Friday with partly cloudy skies. Clouds hanging around on Saturday with a high of 50, a low of 37 with a 24% chance of rain. Then on Sunday, rain is coming back, but those temperatures overnight are actually coming way up with a high of, we're looking at a high of 47 degrees, 41 degrees overnight, 62% chance of rain, looking about the same on Monday with 47 and 35. More showers Tuesday of next week. More rain, 46 and 37. And then looking ahead further into the forecast, it's just rain, 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 rain and snow, then snow.
So that tells us if you've got outside yard work, you got to get it done before Sunday.
Like today or tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Sharon, I told you I'm not going to rake my leaves.
You have tomorrow.
I know, but there might be other stuff. Like I've got leaves in the gutters that need to be taken out now.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
And leaves on the porch, and I've got stuff in the garden that really needs to be pulled. But if it doesn't, it'll get pulled next fall or next spring.
Yeah.
You know, and the water outside, you need to cover your water faucets with those little foam things.
Yes. Ooh, I need to find out remember what I did with those things.
Well, if you lost them, they're very inexpensive.
Yeah, I know.
You know, you can. Yeah, $5-6. Yeah,
but I bought like 20 of them a couple years ago. And I have no idea where any of them are.
Probably in a very safe place.
Yeah.
I probably put them somewhere really clever so I wouldn't forget where they are.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's an obvious place for these. I'll never forget where these went. Yeah.
And there's just all kinds of things like that need to be done.
Right?
Yep.
I'm not going to do any of it.
Okay. You know what? We didn't do that on our faucets one year, and
well, that I'll do.
They froze. It was a really bad year, and it was a couple $100 to have it replaced because it went right into the house, and it was a mess.
Ooh, ouch!
So
I had one
take
freeze
care
up on
of
me
that
a couple years ago, and I replaced it myself. But
oh, good for you.
Yeah. All right. So today on our local Tooele Valley Lions Club calendar, we have Julie Carpenter, Jared Arnold. Hey, Jared, with birthdays, and then Brian and Denise Ross have an anniversary.
Oh, nice!
Happy birthday and anniversary, everybody.
No, I can't get in my chair.
No.
In the morning.
Are you?
I'm just having a morning.
Did you get that cleared up?
Yes, and the good news is that our station is going to smell like wonderful, delicious coffee now. So
Right?
it's kind of a win. Unfortunately, I only got one gulp.
I do have bad news for you.
No, I don't want to hear it. That was it.
That was the last of the coffee creamer.
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry.
Oh, my gosh.
Luckily, we have a couple of stores in town. You might be able to replace it.
I don't know.
Do you think we can get to the store and back with coffee creamer during the break?
Oh, there you go.
Probably not.
Well, I mean, all things are relative, Chuck. It could happen. Okay.
So where do you guys want to start off here?
Well, breakfast, of course, at the
there you go.
school, because that just tickles me. So we have Wednesday, and they are not doing it by date. It's the same, and it's black on black. Sharon, can you read that?
No.
Huh.
What's going on?
There's a turkey on the calendar, and he's got his hat over the options. For option 1.
There is.
So maybe there is no option 1.
So well, I can see the text right there. I just don't know what it says.
Oh.
Okay, I can read it. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
It says rotating breakfast sandwich with fruit or juice.
Those poor kids having to chase that rotating sandwich. That just sounds like a really hard way to get your breakfast in the morning.
I know, right? At least it's not like a running sandwich. At least rotating, it's pretty stationary. You just have to reach in and grab it. Well, it depends on how fast. If it's rotating really slow, it's probably pretty easy to grab.
Eat it like that when it's going.
Yeah.
All right. Or option 2 is a fruit breakfast parfait with granola, fruit, or juice. Option 3 is variety cereal with cheese stick or yogurt, fruit, or juice. And option 4 is bread or muffin, because, muffins are not bread. Cheese stick or yogurt and fruit or juice.
There you go.
We have some options for breakfast. And then we have our lunch menu for today. And it's hot dogs and baked beans and
No,
fruit and
it
veggies.
is not.
Nope. That's the
Oh,
third.
it's
That's
pot
next
stickers.
week's.
Okay. So pot stickers, chow mein, and fruit and veggies.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I've got 2 people watching me here. They expect me to know how to do this with no coffee. One gulp.
Whoa, Matt Parrish is from Southern Oregon.
Yeah, welcome, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
good
you for
morning.
listening.
I found more coffee. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, yeah, now you're going to wipe it up with your shirt, and your shirt's going to be
Paula,
wet.
stop licking the desk.
Coffee jug. It's the only coffee I'm gonna get. All right. Licking is done. Okay.
She spilled some on her sweater. She's sucking the coffee out of the fibers. It's okay. I don't blame you.
Right. Oh goodness. And
Good morning, Catherine.
Right, Catherine
Yeah.
was listening this morning. So there were some power outages. Do we know what was up with that
When?
this morning?
Really?
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I'm gonna see. Where would I find that? I wouldn't find
I wonder
that.
if my clocks on the stove and everything were okay.
Well, some people said they did not have power this morning.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering how far that was affecting people. But
And was it more than one? Because one, you'd say there's something wrong at their home. If it's more than one, you say there's something wrong in that area.
well, you know what? I don't know.
Okay.
So-
well,
There you
here we are spreading rumors that we know nothing about. We are good at that.
That's what we do here.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and get straight into the local events.
Okay.
Oh, that seems early.
It is a little early,
Right.
but
but that's okay.
this is a morning.
Did we do
Okay.
everything? I feel like we missed something. You said weather.
We
Wait,
said
I
weather.
And
haven't
you
looked at
did
the weather.
birthdays.
You did birthdays. Well, I did not. Oh, look at snowflakes.
Yeah.
Snow this morning will transition to snow. Did you see the sunset yesterday?
No, I did not.
It was gorgeous.
Was it?
Yes. I
I
was
was-
driving. There's snow on the mountains, and the sun was hitting the mountaintops, and it just illuminated with this beautiful glow. It was amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, it was quite lovely.
I was in meetings yesterday from 12:30 till about 9.
I was in some of those meetings with you. I was just driving.
Right.
I was
I know.
multitasking. Maybe I shouldn't admit to that. There aren't any police officers listening, right?
There probably are.
Oh, Catherine
They'll be here
says the
momentarily.
power outage was just up there, and it was about 5 of us. There, see? Ha.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Very good. That's good to know.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
well,
take us away, Sharon. What do we got?
today is Wednesday, November 6th, and we have soft pickleball at the old middle school
As opposed to hard pickleball.
as a hard. Yes, exactly. And hopefully it won't hurt you because it's soft.
Are you sure they're not still up at the golf course? They're definitely not at the golf course.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah,
not at the
yeah.
golf course.
And tonight at Fired Up Pizza will be bingo from 6 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I have for today, unless you have other stuff.
Isn't this today?
Well, yeah, but I don't write all that stuff down.
Okay.
I do know the deadline to have your submissions in for the Chamber of Commerce newsletter is today at 3:30.
Okay, that's good to know.
Let's see. You know, there's a bunch of stuff on the calendar, but it's all at the library. So I look at the calendar and it's full, but none of it's happening.
None of
Yeah,
it's happening.
yeah.
We're still. It's been months, and we keep talking about how we need to get an update from the library, and it's like it's
And-
about 100 feet that way.
And do we do that? No. Do
No.
they do
No.
that? No.
No,
So it's a two-way street here.
it's a stalemate.
So
Yeah.
Gino
No,
is
it's not.
listening, but he's only listening on your phone.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's good that I have something you don't have. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
See?
Wow.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, because normally she's got everything before I do because she has one of those better phones. Yeah.
Right?
Okay, tomorrow, Thursday, November 7th. First Thursday Art Walk. Isn't that fun that it came around so quickly? How did that happen?
Yes.
It is. Wow. I can't believe it's already that time of the month. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. And it's the month of November.
Are you laughing? Shut up.
Lots of inappropriate comments
Shut
to
up.
do my brain with.
And I don't
It
have
does feel like it, right?
Okay, I don't have the flyer. So do you have First Thursday up there somewhere where we could find out who our guests are and
I
who's
do.
being highlighted? Could you tell us about
I
that?
do. You know, and speaking of guests, today at 4 o'clock is Tim Nielsen. He's going to be right here on KCHW. We're do our monthly art interview.
Okay.
We are going to have the folks from the Pastel Visions are going to be here today at 4 p.m. on the radio.
Okay, explain
then-
that to me.
Yeah,
I mean, I know I read about it, but explain it to me for those people listening that don't know.
like me.
Pastel Visions.
Yeah.
I do believe that is a group of artists.
Okay.
We will find out more about them.
Oh,
today
so
at
if
4
you want to
p.m.
know,
Yeah.
4 o'clock today.
Yeah, 4 o'clock today right here on KCHW, or the Art Talk is tonight at the brewery.
Oh.
That's from, let's see, 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the
And those
brewery,
are always very good.
They are. They're always
Yeah.
really good. And, you know, talking about this with Tim, it's really amazing to hear the artists and their stories and really and how that relates to their work, and then go see their work. It gives a lot more depth to the work that you're looking at, and more insight behind it.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you're going to be purchasing one of the pieces, it really makes it that much more valuable.
Oh, yeah. To know
have
the
met
story
artist and,
behind
know
it.
the story behind it.
Yeah. Okay.
So tomorrow for the art walk, we have Pastel Visions. They're going to be at the they're going to be at the Trails End Gallery.
Right.
That it features T. Kurtz, Judy Fairley, Julie Komsky, and Debbie Hubanks. And then Chris Leewalder is going to be at the Yale Press, and Harry Von Rosler is going to be at Quartzsite Brewery.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice. And so, and to take little breaks from watching your art, you can go to see Craig and Debratz at the Fired Up Pizza on the first Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30. And you could also go to the Oasis and do karaoke with DJ JD.
Or go to Fired Up and have bingo.
Oh, no, that's tonight. I'm
tonight.
talking about tomorrow night.
All right. See, this is why you're the one who does this, Sharon.
Oh,
Can
yeah,
you
well.
imagine what it's like on Friday when you're not here? It's terrible.
No, I listen to you guys. You do just great on
Dogs
Fridays.
and cats living together. Yeah.
And today, or tomorrow also, we're assuming that the Chewelah Valley Springdale Senior Club is meeting at Valley from 10 to 3 with a potluck.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Because it's wintertime and they're starting to do that again.
Well, they've been doing it. They never stopped. They did it all summer long.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
because
it's
there's
the-
some senior stuff that, never mind, I've just lost. here.
The line dancing has
Line dancing,
Yeah.
that's the one. Okay.
And this one actually, the one in Springdale, I've heard stories of it's really gotten big. They have more than 50 people coming, and
Yeah.
if you are a senior citizen, it seems like the place to be.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and depending on where you're at, a senior could be over 50, over 60, over
Mm-hmm.
65. So you could have a lot of, and if you're around this area and need something to do, go.
Yeah, they have cool
Go.
I don't know if a senior in high school counts, but technically, I don't think they can turn you away.
Daniel and I did ask a local seniors group if we were old enough to join, and they said we really don't check. So
Yeah.
Oh.
There's no
Sharon,
bouncer. There's no
right?
bouncer at the door.
Nobody's gonna kick you out. So yeah, senior in high school could probably get in. They probably love it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very bright today. I'm feeling very illuminated, and I feel like I might be scaring people watching. You know, we feel very bright today.
Well, look at the new light he got us.
That light and this light and this
Yeah.
light.
I've increased the amount of light in here because it's been dark. The cameras have had a hard time picking everybody up. Looking a little grainy. So
Right.
So we're a little ghosty here.
Indigo is listening. Oh my
Whoa,
gosh, Indigo is
oh,
all
the-
the way in Alaska.
Alaska. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
So
she's listening to you, but she's not listening to me.
Well, I'm special.
Did you ever get Gino on yours?
No.
Oh,
It
okay,
still
well.
doesn't say so Gino is- yeah.
Oh, that's just too funny. Okay, so then Friday, unless you have anything else for Thursday.
Nope.
Okay. Friday, we have the chamber out at,
Mystic
thank you. The name just flew out my brain. That's at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I know you two can't come because you're on the radio, but I listen to you on the way out there and on the way back.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, actually not on the way out because I go out there at 15 to 7 and you're not on the radio.
We're not on the radio yet.
You should play us during the meeting. Just,
Yeah.
just crank us up really
Right.
loud. That way we can interrupt the meeting by proxy.
Yeah.
can't be
Also
there.
on Friday would be adult pickleball, 9 to 11:30 at the middle school.
But is it soft?
No, soft is only on Wednesday. Soft means for beginners that they're just doing it, teaching beginners.
Oh, I thought it was like a different, like a coos ball or something.
No,
That's a
it's-
day for the
it's-
hard pickleballers.
Yeah. Who are really mean business.
Things are going to get rough.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then also Friday night is Fired Up Pizza All Ages Karaoke with Chris from 6 to 9. No, it's not Chris. It's KRI. That's what it said on the flyer.
Cry.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Why do we know? I know Cry. Don't I know
Craig,
Cry?
Craig talks about Cry all the time.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you have anything else on Friday, I have Saturday at the Oasis live music with Scary World, 9 to 11 p.m. You can listen to live music almost every day of the week in this town. It's so exciting.
And so Scary World is a new project with, again, our very own Craig McQueen.
Yes,
Yeah,
Craig,
yeah.
that's his new band.
Well, he's
Yeah.
got his fingers, or his family's got his fingers in each one of these groups we're talking about. So it's just a mixture of the groups often.
Right,
Well-
but I do want to say there's a whole bunch of other musicians that are in this area, and they are putting shows on and performing. And Craig is doing a great job running Northern Lights spotlights, where he's getting all the information about the performers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it feels like it's a lot of Craig and his family, but really there's other musicians that are performing as well.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're the catalyst.
I feel
What-
like, yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems like
It's so fun.
he works hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
making it
promoting
happen and
local
supporting
music,
it.
and
yeah.
I think it's not just the McQueen projects; it's what they do for the other musicians around. So we're lucky to have him here. I'm excited.
Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Okay, Sunday, all ages blues jam with the dinosaurs from 4 to 7 at Fired Up Pizza.
Yeah,
And
I
that's a
believe-
fun time.
I believe that's the dinosaur.
Oh, yeah. Dinosaurs. Okay, thank you. Dino.
Spelled
okay.
the same.
Yeah. Monday, November 11th, adult pickleball.
Oh wait,
Wow.
we're missing something cool on Sunday.
Okay.
So this is November 10th, and this is at the Columbia Community Creamery.
Okay.
So they are having.
It was on the other one.
Oh, you know what? It was.
Right there.
Oh, there
It
we
was
go.
on the calendar for this weekend. I think I was looking at the wrong week.
No, it
No,
says
it
10
says
o'clock.
11th.
No,
Yeah.
it was there. Okay, but their poster says 10th. Yeah. So there is going to be at the creamery. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
They have the furthest date first. So there's that. Let's see. So Sunday, November 10th is Easy Cream Products. They're doing sour cream, buttermilk, clotted cream. 10 participants are allowed. For the Easy Cream Products, that's at 10 a.m. And then at noon is the Party Time Soft Cheese.
Now, when
These
you
are-
say this, does that mean you get to come in and watch it being produced?
No, these are classes. You get to actually come in
Classes. Whoa.
and I believe make your own dairy products. Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
That is cool.
That is
So the-
really cool.
Yeah. I see. 13th was October, and they made farmer's cheese and mozzarella, but that's already passed. And then January, there's going to be butter making, and February is cheese tasting.
Wow.
Sign me
That's
up for
gonna
the
be
cheese
fun.
tasting.
How fun.
That's a job I can do. I'll be your
Right.
official cheese tester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Monday is adult pickleball, and it's Veterans Day. And so in Chihuahua, there's no school on Monday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Thank you, veterans.
but it's a
Yeah.
good day to honor our veterans. Speaking of which,
The
have you
mural.
seen the mural? Have
Yes,
you?
she was out yesterday painting in the cold. I was like, "Go, girl! That's
Yeah.
amazing. It
Yeah.
looks
Yeah,
great."
it's
The-
really, really well done.
Above the door is finished, I think.
Yeah,
And down below, how many panels has she got done now?
I think she's only got 3 done. There's still another
3.
one that hasn't
Okay.
been.
Okay.
But there's a naval ship, and there's the army, and then there was I can't remember what the third panel is. She was painting it yesterday.
Because maybe it's an airplane for Air Force.
Or I was gonna say it's got to be one of the 4.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yes,
Yeah.
no, it looks amazing.
Yeah. It's going to be one of the major murals in this town.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's exciting. Yep. And then next week, I don't have anything coming up
We
really big except for then next Friday
Friday.
is opening night of an evening of one
An
acts.
evening of one act.
And Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m., Sunday at 2 p.m. You can get your tickets at Acres Valley Drug or online at our.show/1act2024.
There you go.
Listen
Yeah.
to that. We have official URLs now. That is awesome. That's cool. And the 1X are going to be in a blast. I've been working on one of them and watching them. And these are a lot of fun. It's a fun evening with a real variety of different
Yeah.
quick little vignettes. So if you haven't come to a show, come to the 1 Act Play Festival or the evening of one acts, because that's gonna be a good night.
It will be.
And then we have auditions, right?
Yeah.
Auditions.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the 18th.
On the 18th and 19th for Southern Fried Nuptials. Now, this is a wonderful play happening in the South, in case you didn't know, and it's a dinner theater,
Nice.
right?
Oh, it is cool.
Right.
And
right.
I hear that the dinner is going to have fried chicken.
Oh, really?
I know that there's other things happening, but the only thing I really heard was fried chicken.
Well, I need
And
some,
that show isn't until like February.
Until February, yeah. But the auditions,
But yeah, and they are casting for 6 women and 5 men. So if you'd like to be in that show, even if you're in one of the one acts right now,
Yeah.
they will be over.
Yeah.
And even if you're in one of the Readers Theater shows, they will be over.
Yep.
And you'll just get to practice a couple of things at the same time.
Yeah.
But auditions November 18th and 19th, 6:30 p.m. at Chihuahua Center for the Arts.
Yeah, and she says you don't have to have anything prepared. Just come, and she will have lines for you to read.
Yep.
So definitely come and check it out. And Catherine says, in addition to the fried chicken, see, now I'm falling into the South again. She says there'll be shrimp and grits.
I was going to say there better be grits.
I
I'm down. Shrimp and grits? Yes, I'm
right?
down.
So,
Thank you very much.
that is going to be a good meal in February when that show is performed.
Right, and we are a new director is directing Southern Fried Nuptials.
Yeah.
Bonnie Spencer, who's been part of the theater for over 30 years here in Chihuahua, and she's our newest director, which is exciting for us.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
You know, I keep meaning to invite Catherine or somebody over for our shrimp and grits, but I'm a little intimidated cooking
I'd
for
be
a real
intimidated,
Southerner.
yeah. Maybe
But
test out her shrimp and grits in February, and then you can rate if she should come over and try your shrimp and grits.
I do a mock tasso ham gravy because you can't get tasso ham here.
Okay, so this is me shake. I have no idea what that is. She probably knows what that is.
It's a thing in the South, mostly New Orleans based, but it's like a spicy sort of dry, not spicy like heat, but spicy with it's got cinnamon and all different kinds of spices, dry aged.
Okay.
It's a pungent ham.
A pungent
ham. It's like country ham times 10.
Times 20.
But yeah, so I'll use a little bit of cinnamon and kind of do this veggie base and do it over my shrimp, and I blacken my shrimp. Yeah.
So
Good
Chuck is inviting all of you out there for dinner.
Oh, for a nice Southern dinner, right?
Yeah.
And
Catherine says, "I'm there."
And all my grits are cheesy. I don't do the sweet grits. I don't get it. I don't like them. But
the sweet grits.
Yeah.
Brown sugar and milk, or.
Yeah, I think when I first ate grits, the first time I had grits that I actually liked were cheesy grits, and that's just kind of how I've always cheesy, creamy grits. I like them that way. So that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, so we don't normally go way ahead, but I want to tell you a couple things. The Chihuahua Arts Guild is presenting a Christmas concert, Joy to the World, on December 1st at 2 p.m. at the Abundant Life Fellowship. The tickets are now available at Acres Valley Drug, the House of Music in Colville, and online at ChihuahuaArtsGuild.org. $15, very reasonable. The performers include the Winter Wonderettes, the Chihuahua Brass Quintet, which is really exciting, the Eastern Washington University Symphonic Choir, and the EWU, which is Eastern Washington University Collegians. So we've got some...
I assume they sing.
That's what I assume, since it's a concert, it's a singing, yeah.
Maybe they have kazoos.
Yeah, and there is limited number of tickets available because that is quite a small area, and they haven't had a Joy to the World for a year or two, but when they did, it was always packed, and you need to get your tickets now. And I've talked to several people who've got their tickets, and I'm heading to Acres or Valley Drug today to buy mine.
There you go.
Yep. And City Sidewalks is coming up December 7th, which is, we're not going to tell you all the details. It's just a fun day to be in Chihuahua.
Right. Lots of good stuff.
Lots of good stuff. Yep. And that's what we got to, and we've got lots of other good stuff coming up in December.
That's where you're ending?
Well, we're going to back up a little bit because November 30th, we have a concert right here at KCHW.
Ooh,
yes.
Yeah, we're
fun.
going to have Two Stones, One Bird. And the opening act is going to be Jacob Van Now and Ray Northwest.
Nice.
They kind of wowed everybody at Fall Fest.
Yeah.
They opened the show there. So we're really looking forward to having them back. They were actually, I do believe, the last music act to perform here in the theater before COVID.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Okay.
Yeah. And they were the last act that would perform here before the chairs went in.
Okay, so I have not seen that poster on Facebook, on the Chamber newsletter, or anywhere. So therefore, or
No
in the
pressure, Chuck.
Independent. So I don't have
what? I
that
should-
information.
I should
Rolling
share-
my eyes over here.
I should share that with the chamber because the deadline is at 3:30 today for the newsletter.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
see?
you
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, so
That
we'll get
yeah,
that out.
because I always check that, and I check the Independent, and I check. There's several little websites that I check, and Facebook, and I like to pull off their posters. And
Well,
See, this is why we can never replace you because, I mean, I'm like, yeah, there's stuff happening. Okay.
I'm mad about Sharon posters. I'm not good. We don't have any actually printed out yet. We've been waiting on word from a couple sponsors.
Oh, my
Okay.
goodness.
But they have been out online a little bit, not as much. I'm going to work on getting some of those out today.
okay. The one I have not started checking is the Creative District's calendar, and I need to start checking that more.
Yeah, that's what this one is.
Yeah.
I'm working
Yeah,
on
because
it.
you guys are really good at, and then you check it while we're here. So
Yeah.
we're doing a double check. Yeah, check.
I have
check.
two calendars I
Check,
check.
check,
Check.
Oh,
Okay, and then-
Catherine says knitting on Tuesdays.
Oh, that's right. I meant to say thank you, Catherine.
At the theater.
Knitting has started. So a lot of people enjoyed going to knitting. And we had to stop it for, oh my gosh, like 6 months, 7 months because of health reasons and stuff. But Darcia is back. Knitting is now once a week.
Excellent.
It's every Tuesday at the Center for the Arts from 2 to 4.
And when you come in there, if you think, "Oh, I'm in the wrong place because there's 50 kids singing and dancing," no, you're not in the
You're in
wrong
the right
place.
place.
It's in a little
That's just
conference room.
yeah, that's just the entertainment you get in the background.
Right? And if you don't have a project or you don't know how to knit or you don't know how to crochet, Darcia is an amazing teacher.
Yes.
And she has yarn, she has books. She can help you start a project. If you have something that you are trying to do and need help, go to the knitting circle. She's got always candy, which is always good. She's always got something for you to eat. So you can get a little bit of a sugar high.
Yeah, she comes in and tries to bribe me in the office.
But it's a good time, so definitely come out and check out knitting from 2 to 4. I think I might actually finish my blanket if I start going to knitting circle.
Oh, well, did I just hear you say you're knitting me a blanket?
You're funny.
Oh, man.
Maybe someday. Someday. I have a crochet blanket that I started probably, 4 years ago.
Okay, now
Really?
you just did a conflict of interest there. You said a knitting blanket, and then you said I started a crochet blanket years
So
ago.
it's a crochet blanket.
So those are two
I've-
different things, and if you don't know the difference, come to
Yes.
the knitting class on Tuesdays from 2 to 4, and you will learn.
I was just going to
Right?
ask because I have no it because they both use needles, right?
Yeah,
Well,
the
one
crochet
uses
used
one uses
one
a hook,
with a hook on it.
and then the
okay.
other one uses needles.
And then there is a knitting that you do with a hook needle too. It's a There's a
Right.
lot of variations, and then of course there's great big projects like fishing lines that the people did. Where of course that's macrame type stuff that the old people did, where they made their fishing. Never mind. Go on.
She's lost us. Sharon went on a
Are we
tangent.
talking about blankets made out of fishing line?
No,
Okay.
no, we're
Is that-
talking about
Fishing
fishing
nets.
nets.
Or something. Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
nets.
yeah.
Yeah. Paula knew what I was talking
I
about.
did. I was kind of tracking. I'm like, I'm not sure. We have interesting. Indigo says good morning from Anchorage, Alaska, with the family. 7 a.m. back in Alaska. Beautiful, dark Alaska morning. So that's cool.
And then she also says they all laughed when I said I wanted to be a comedian. Well, they're not laughing anymore. Now wait.
Yeah. Okay, we're waiting, Indigo. Now
Yeah.
you've got us all primed. Come on. Where's the joke?
Because she's not a comedian. So they're not laughing.
Dun. See, this is why you were friends.
See, I get it.
You
I
get
get
her.
it, Indigo.
You're
I thought it was
rocking
funny.
her completely. That is awesome.
You know, we talked a little bit about the cheese making class, and I really don't like talking smack about cheese, but I forget the punchline now. Jiminy crickets, what is going on with me?
I know, it's a morning. It's a morning. Catherine says this group is making, the knitting group. Now, I did make 2 squares, is making a blanket to be used as a raffle for the Center for the Arts. And
Nice.
so a lot of different people who went to knitting before it stopped for the however many months made squares. I know Catherine made a couple squares. Darcia has made a couple squares.
Oh, cool.
So this is a wonderful blanket in neutral colors that would be a nice, warm, lovely thing for you to bid on for the raffle.
And Indigo has got my back. She says, just read about Scandinavian, I think, knitting with the hooked needle.
See?
Yeah, so I wasn't too off.
Wow.
No.
There we
Indigo,
go.
you need to come back because obviously we miss you here. All this stuff is
We have no
happening.
idea what we're talking about half the time, but we're winging it.
Especially today, man. Just a little off today. That's
Yeah.
okay.
No,
That's
but how fun to have people commenting. I just
It
love
is.
that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you're on there, Indigo. I appreciate you. Appreciate
Yeah.
hearing from you.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing well up there.
Well, and I have
I hope
different.
it's not too cold.
Yeah, I have different people talk to me about how they listen to us, but they're on their drive
Right.
to take kids to school or to go to work. And no, we do not want you texting us when you're driving.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
okay.
please
Yeah,
You don't have
yeah.
to text
So
when you're driving.
we just appreciate the fact that
Wait-
you're
wait till you
listening.
stop.
Right?
Oh man. All right, so we got a little bit of lull here. Before we go to break,
Yeah.
we did some local birthdays. Let's do some celebrity birthdays.
Ooh,
We
Sally,
haven't done that
yes.
in forever.
I always threaten, but
Right?
we have a little bit of time before we go to the break. So let's go ahead and do our celebrity birthdays here.
Sharon
Okay.
and I are going to be blind for the rest of the day. We're going to have this round white.
Oh,
Yep,
is it
yep,
bad?
but that,
It's
no,
really
it's
bad.
it's just
It's really
fine.
bright.
It's fine.
Okay, I'm
It's
sorry.
terrible.
She's
I'm
just
sorry.
whining.
I'm not whining.
We have a new camera over there. It's blinding them. It has a light built into it.
It's really bad.
All right, so I'll go ahead and kick things up. Sally Field is 78.
Okay.
Wow.
Former news correspondent. I didn't even know. I know the name. It's Maria Shriver. She's 69, but it calls her former news correspondent Maria Shriver.
Oh.
Right?
I just knew her as Arnold's
Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife.
wife, which
Yeah.
now I believe is ex-wife now.
Ex-wife,
Yes,
yeah.
wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lori Singer, from Footloose. She's 67 years old.
You know, he said we were going to do this. Now
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
okay,
yeah. And
do you
he
guys-
takes over.
do you guys
and-
wanna take some?
yeah,
So
I
let-
get it.
doing it.
I think
Okay,
there's
Chuck.
9. Let's do 3 each. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Who's next?
You
You,
share.
oh, me.
Okay, go ahead.
Kelly Rutherford from Gossip Girl, Melrose Place, is 56. Ethan Hawke is 54. And celebrity chef Marcus Samuelson from The Taste and Chopped is 53. And he gives me 3 that I haven't a clue who they are.
Right? I think
Yeah.
I
You
know
don't-
who this is.
you
I
don't
mean,
know
I would probably know their faces,
Yeah.
but not the names.
Surely you know who Ethan Hawke is. Huge. He's been a huge movie star for, gosh, what, since the 90s?
Remember me? I'm the girl
Right?
that doesn't go to
That's
movies.
true.
Here, I'm going to bring him up because you do totally know him. I bet.
And I do know Marcus Samuelson. Not personally, but I know who he is.
There, see?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, I was gonna say, you know who
Okay.
he
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
See,
You know who he is.
but I know hundreds of people without knowing their names.
Right? Right? I always try to tell people when they meet me, I'm like, seriously, it's nothing personal. I'm that bad with names. Somebody can tell me their name as I'm smiling and shaking their hand. Oh, very nice to meet you. And it's gone. It's gone.
You know
yeah.
what, you know what
Yeah.
helps me because I'm the same.
Yeah.
If I say their name out loud in a sentence 3 times.
I know that's what they
That's a
say.
little obvious, right? Hey, Chuck, it's very nice to meet you, Chuck. Chuck, how you doing today, Chuck? Chuck, would you like something? Chuck.
Well, what
right?
helps me is that also throws me off. I have to use 3 complete sentences with a full stop, and then another sentence with full stop, and
Oh
then
my
another sentence full
gosh.
stop.
Oh.
That's the only way I can do it. And even then, I might remember 10% of the time.
Right? Do people have time for 3 complete sentences?
It's awkward.
Right?
Yeah.
It is awkward.
Well,
can you
and
imagine if both of you were doing the same thing?
and I've lived in Chihuahua over 50 years, and there are people that say hi to me and even call me by name, and it's like, okay, how come I know them? How come I know them? You know,
Mm-hmm.
it just happens.
And you ever know somebody, like you know them pretty well.
Yeah.
It's somebody that you talk to often. You see them out and about. You've spent much time with this person. No idea what their name is.
Not a
and then
clue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
it's been,
Yeah.
you know them well enough to where you're too embarrassed to ask what their name is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
just really hoping that
At some
And
point,
then
somebody-
2
some
o'clock
point
in the
somebody's gonna
night,
say
in
their
the
name.
middle of the night, you remember? You
Oh,
wake up
yeah.
and you go, oh, that's who that was.
And then you
yes.
forget it, and the next when you wake up for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
That happened to me
Yeah.
over the weekend. I was at the casino for the art show, and someone came up to me and said hi, and I was like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And then they walked away, and I'm like, "I have no idea. Like their face looks vaguely familiar. I have no idea who that is."
Huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, totally done that.
But I was really proud of myself because it occurred to me I did recognize them. It was just somebody who last time I saw them had facial hair and long hair. And so I was able to, after the fact,
remember
I know who that
Yeah.
person was. Yeah.
This is good. These are good habits.
Yeah.
Okay, some more birthdays, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have Thandi Newton from Westworld, Solo, A Star Wars Story, or Mission Impossible 2. She's 52. Rebecca Romagen.
Romaine. Rebecca Romaine.
Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Silent J?
Yeah, Mystique and the X. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
the
for a long
X-Men.
time she was Rebecca Romaine Stamos, John Stamos' wife, but I'm not sure that's in anymore either. So.
And then Sal Volcano, Impractical Jokers, is 48. And who wants to do this last one? This Harry Potter.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Isn't that? No, that's
No, Emma Stone. She's
that's
a different
not the
actress.
Harry Potter. Huh?
That's a different actress.
Yeah, she was in. Oh, she's been on the.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that's not the one I was thinking.
Right? I guess she was in La La Land, and she was, I guess, in Cruella and Poor Things.
Okay. I recognize her face, though. I would,
Right.
you could give me movie stars, 10 of them that I recognize their faces, and 10 names, and I might be able to put a name with one.
Right. It's like when you do the New York Times crossword puzzle, and they assume that you have all of this general knowledge about people's names and stuff, and I'm like, nope, can't do it. Sorry, fail. Crash and burn.
There's an actress, Tig Notaro. I don't know if you're familiar with her. She's absolutely hilarious. She was in Star Trek Discovery. She was Janet Reno in Star Trek Discovery. She does I don't know if she still does it anymore, but she used to do a show because she is a celebrity in the celebrity world, and she has no idea who any of her fellow celebrities are. Like she is
that's awesome. Yeah.
notoriously bad, and they do a show dedicated to how bad she is at recognizing people. And she actually has guest celebrities come on the show, and they talk about themselves, and she has to guess who they are. And some of them are like
co-stars that
Tig,
work with her or something. Or
oh yeah, like Tig, I was on 2 shows with you for like 6 seasons, and you have no idea who I am. And she's like, no, I have no idea who you are.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
that is hysterical.
She's very sweet. She just has a really bad memory.
Yeah, I feel like I can relate with that because I feel people come up to me all the time like, oh, it's so good to see you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. How are you? I have no idea who they are.
She does that to me almost every time I see her.
How are the family?
I'm even generic. How are you? How are things? Open-ended questions, check. Open-ended questions.
Exactly.
Oh,
wow.
Goodness.
All right, everybody. So with that, I think we're going to go ahead and take our break. We're going to thank our sponsors and listen to a little bit of news, shake this off, and come on back with part 2 of the KCHW Morning Show.
Right, and we might be like, Chuck might run to go get creamer.
Right. I've actually got our music in now, so we'll be right back with the KCHW Morning Show. You are listening to KCHW 102.7.
It's 8:05.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
The Public News Service Newscast, November the 6th, 2024. I'm Mike Clifford. Donald Trump will win the battleground states of Pennsylvania, Georgia, and North Carolina, CNN projects, shrinking Kamala Harris's possible paths to victory. Trump and Harris each need at least 270 electoral votes to win the presidency. Vote counting is still underway in key states, including the battleground states of Arizona, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Nevada. Republicans will win control of the Senate, a flip that shifts the balance of power in Washington. Meantime, Reuters reports Trump claimed victory in the presidential contest after Fox News projected he had defeated Kamala Harris. They quote Trump as saying, "America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate." Now that the votes are being counted, experts warn people to be wary of videos that purport to show voting irregularities, because they could be AI or artificial intelligence-generated deep fakes.
On Monday, 3 U.S. intelligence agencies said Russian internet trolls are behind a fake video claiming Arizona is changing voter rolls in Kamala Harris's favor. Chris McIsaac is a governance fellow at the right-leaning think tank R Street Initiative. He says people should be skeptical of videos that seem shocking.
The key for people who are consuming information online is to remain suspicious of things that they see that garner an emotional response. Just be sure to try to double-check multiple sources to try to figure out what is true or what is false.
Just last week, the Elections Board in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, declared a widely seen video of someone destroying ballots marked Donald Trump to be fake. In August, California lawmakers passed a bill that gives judges the power to order people who post AI deepfakes to take them down or face fines. But the law is now on hold after the creator of a deepfake targeting Kamala Harris sued on constitutional grounds. I'm Suzanne Potter.
And now that Election Day has come and gone, many want to know who will be our next president. Experts say the answer could take some time.
In past presidential elections, a victor may have been called late on election night or early the following morning. This year, the likelihood of that happening is slim. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump have been neck and neck, especially in battleground states like Nevada. Juan Rosa with the National Association of Latino Elected and Appointed Officials Educational Fund says despite potential hiccups in the election certification process, the system does work.
The system is supposed to work in a way that takes a few days and in some cases even weeks for states to go back and ensure that every vote that is casted on election day is counted appropriately and that then they can go ahead and certify the outcome of that election.
Rosa explains that each state in the country has their own way of carrying out elections, with some being quicker than others. But there are also other things like recounts and legal challenges that can bog down the system. I'm Alex Gonzalez reporting.
This is Public News Service. We head next to Denver, where the homeless population hit an all-time high in 2024, but there is actually no shortage of available housing units. That's according to a new report.
Denver's homeless population hit an all-time high in 2024, but there's actually no shortage of available housing units, according to a new report. Co-author Omar Ocampo with the Institute for Policy Studies says much of the housing built over the past 2 decades is not homes for people. Those units, many of which remain vacant, are being used by hedge funds and the wealthy as a safe and profitable place to park large sums of untaxed wealth.
We have seen over the past decade or so a boom in luxury real estate. And basically the only people who can afford it are people who are ultra high net worth or are at the top of the income distribution.
The report shows how corporations and wealthy investors from across the globe have amassed large tracts of single and multifamily residential units since the housing market crash in 2008. The scale of these purchases has put upward pressure on prices, causing rents to skyrocket and putting home ownership out of reach for millions. There are 16 million vacant homes across the U.S., which means there are 28 homes for every American experiencing homelessness. I'm Eric Galatas.
And reading scores for Indiana's grade school students have reflected below average readiness.
The Indiana Department of Education supports a digital reading tool called Readable English. It makes the English language phonetic with an embedded pronunciation guide while keeping the spelling intact. Educator Tammy Miller says schools have used the program during the 2022-23 and 23-24 academic years.
The Department of Education in Indiana funded 27 schools to use Readable English at the middle school level in grades 5 through 8. And to take a look at that longitudinal data on the iLearn scores in order to determine if this could be a way to help our students actually catch up.
Schools are also using the program in Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, California, Georgia, and Florida. I'm Terry D. reporting.
Finally, our Kathleen Shannon lets us know 2 South Dakota cities scored well this year on a national ranking of livable communities.
In AARP's 2024 Livability Index, Pierre ranked 15th in small communities and Sioux Falls ranked 14th in the large community category. The platform scores towns based on indicators like housing, transportation, environment, and health. Pierre and Sioux Falls scored highest in the opportunity and engagement categories, which Lindsay Holmquist with AARP South Dakota says are often underestimated.
The piece that is often overlooked is that social connection piece. It's important for people to feel connected to their community, their neighborhood.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Here's on radio stations big and small, your favorite podcast platform. Find our content and trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
My horses
Come on,
are here.
Yeah.
You know what? Daniel said that they were walking a horse.
Good boy.
Over the years, I've seen people with horses. that
Yeah.
young, but not in a long time.
I
Did
know.
the people with the horses say "yeah"
I
as
hope
they walked
so.
by? They
right?
better have.
They better have.
Did they hitch up to the hitching posts?
No, but you know what we are going to have? So Halloween, right? Yesterday, Daniel and Xander took everything. Don't touch our camera.
Well, we did a little thing to cover up a light, and there's a little bit of a corner of the screen that's a little bit obscured. But that's okay.
That's okay. It just gives us a glow.
Yeah.
Just gives us
Sorry,
a
what
glow.
were you saying? I interrupted you.
Well, I was just saying they took down the haunt yesterday, and so we have it in our carport. And so what that does is that opens the door for all of the reindeer. You do know I've been obsessively collecting Christmas trees and reindeer.
Ooh.
Yes.
Live reindeer?
I wish.
Or plastic ones?
City won't let me.
I actually had to ask a question. We're doing some planning for city sidewalks, and there was.
Did you get a reindeer?
Well, there was some talk of, I guess somebody has reindeer, and they were talking about bringing them.
We've had reindeer in Chihuahua before.
Yeah, and I actually had to ask the question, is it like somebody bringing live reindeer or like a food vendor?
That's the best idea
reindeer
ever.
Yeah. I guess they're kind of a little wild and they're a little dangerous. And when they have brought them to Chihuahua, they've had them fenced and, that they're not pettable, So it's, anyway, the ones that we've brought.
There's a reindeer place in Reardon that makes reindeer specifically for events.
Oh, cool.
Makes them.
Reindeer, that's
They make them.
Yeah, they probably raise them.
Yes, it's
they make them in the factory.
In the reindeer factory.
Yes, but they are single-handedly the place that sends reindeer throughout the Pacific Northwest. They're a fabulous farm. I have to now reindeer. Oh my gosh, Chuck, that is the best idea you've ever had.
I did not have the idea.
You had the idea.
It was
It's
not
all
my
you.
idea. Don't take credit for it. It's a good idea.
Sharon, help
but
me.
so
I
so
can't
every
spell reindeer.
REINDER. Yes.
Every year in
well,
Anchorage.
it said they had one in Leavenworth too.
Yes, that is the reindeer farm where you can actually go. They're not a rescue. They breed reindeer, and you can actually go and pet the reindeer. You can get in them and pet the reindeer.
Oh yeah.
But the one here in Reardon is actually Reindeer Express. See, reindeer rentals.
Oh.
There was one. I'm sure Indigo knows about this one in Palmer, Alaska. There's a reindeer farm where you can go. You can feed the reindeer. You can pet them. You can get your pictures taken. They're very gentle, very docile.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they're totally cool. Especially, and did you know that reindeer, for the sleigh for the whole Santa legend thing, those are all female reindeer because the males have already shed their antlers.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Comet, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Vixen. Those are all girls. Just saying. Yeah, I know them all.
Those are gender neutral names anyway, right?
Yep. Okay, so for the future. For maybe next year, you can see Reindeer Express has been doing reindeer rentals, leases, and sales for over 20 years. We are the largest herd of reindeer in the state of Washington.
Yeah, and they could be the ones that came here because years ago we had a couple come to the Chihuahua Park.
Hey, Paul, I need you to get a little closer to your mic there.
People usually say I'm too loud, so I just back off.
That's okay. Yeah, I know. So in Anchorage every year for Rendezvous, which is a wintertime parade, carnival thing, every year they do the running of the reindeer, and it's kind of similar to the running of the bulls.
Oh my gosh.
They release the reindeer in the streets, and you run along with the reindeer. Not quite the same as the running of the bulls. The reindeer are much more docile.
I was gonna say, yeah.
They just
Wow.
you just kind of trot along beside them.
I would do that.
I did it one year, and it was fun. But you kind of just I walked. I didn't really run, but I had a buddy that I walked next to it just at a very slow pace.
I love reindeer.
A little reindeer buddy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
I love reindeer. I want to go to like Iceland or into Scandinavia, and I want to do like a little reindeer retreat. I contacted the people here at Reindeer Express, and they won't let me come into their farm. They're like,
Aw.
"You're a little too spazzed, so
Aw.
we're gonna say no."
I can understand that.
Well, the one in so you said the one in Leavenworth. Leavenworth isn't that far away. Now tell me about that one.
Oh my gosh, it's fabulous. And you can go in August when the calves are being born.
Oh.
And so you can see the little baby reindeer. So they have been there for a long time. You have to make sure that you don't have any livestock because there's a disease that sheep and goats have. That if you have them, you could make the reindeer very, very sick. So one of the things that you sign before they are allowed to go and to pet the reindeer is, do you have livestock and what do you have?
Oh.
And it doesn't matter how many times you wash your hands, they won't let you touch their reindeer if you have that kind of livestock. Because a possibility for disease is so, so big.
Yeah.
But you can go and you go in and they let you feel an antler, right? Shed antler. And you can go in with the reindeer and they give you a little safety tip, keep your eyes on the antlers because they're big.
Oh,
and they can poke you in the eyeball if you're not paying attention. And you can, there's somebody that will hold the reindeer just by a lead, and you can go over there and you can pet their wonderful fur. And
well, the antlers look very
so
soft.
these are,
I mean,
these are when they're fuzzy. These are growing antlers.
fuzzy.
Yeah, we're looking at a picture from the Reindeer Express. So antlers are not. They're not horns, so they grow, and when they're growing, they're covered with this soft fuzz.
Wow.
And when they're ready to shed the fuzz, it's actually quite dramatic because it looks very bloody. And it doesn't hurt them at all, but they'll be bright red, and they'll bang them up against trees and bushes and other things to try and get that fuzz off. And then you have the hard antler, like you'll see, in pictures of the sleigh or when you go and visit them. So these are probably late, like summer, late fall. And then the males shed their antlers completely, and the females have their antlers through about January, February.
So if you really want to see reindeer in Chewelah, you come to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer show in December.
Yes.
The
See
stage
lots of 'em.
Yes, and we have lots of reindeer
Wait,
with
not real reindeer.
running
Live in
around,
captivity.
singing and dancing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a great show. But yes, maybe next year we can have real reindeer.
Ooh. And I don't mean to go from that leap to this one, but one of the things I do miss the most about living in Anchorage is there's usually like a reindeer sausage cart on every street corner.
They eat reindeer?
Yeah. Sorry.
You brought that up?
I don't mean to go there.
cannot believe
I don't
you
mean to go
brought
there.
that
Well,
up.
I guess
it
we
is-
eat cows. I guess the same thing.
It is quite delicious.
Huh.
I'm going to whackage from across the room.
I probably deserve it.
All right, what are we
I
going
probably
on to
deserve it.
now?
I don't know. What do we have now? So we've done our local events.
We have lots of fun stuff coming up that we didn't talk about, that's further in December.
I thought we went all the way to the end of December.
No,
no,
we
no,
didn't
no,
cover
no,
all
no,
of
no.
December because
Yeah.
that's too much to put in your brain
It
to
is,
remember.
it
We
is.
just talked about Joy to the World to get you those tickets now.
Well, I'll tell you what today is for national holidays and special events. Today is basketball day. It's nachos day. That's something I can get behind.
I can get behind nachos day.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
saxophone day. Saxophone, you probably do not want to eat nachos and then play your saxophone, right? That does not go with Eat Smart Day.
Yes, which is also today, yeah. And today is the perfect day for this one. It is International
Stress
Stress
Awareness
Awareness
Day.
Day. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, today's definitely a very stressful day.
Oh, man.
Maybe more numb today. Yesterday was the stressful one, I guess. But
Let's see.
Do you want to, Sharon, can you see the number of the day? Do you want to tell us what that is?
Oh, I don't know how it was 3 million.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So guess. You already know.
I already know.
It's vending machines in the United States. 3 million.
How do they know that?
I don't know.
They lie.
That's got to be a guess, because there's probably at least half that in Stevens County.
Right? I was like, they don't know.
And does that count? Do like the little things with the kids' eggs and stuff, and the crane machines? Do those count as vending machines?
Pop machines, food machines.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What other kind of vending do you have?
Sandwich machines.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
Like that's part
totally
of food.
a thing.
You know?
Like the sandwich and cigarette machines.
Right, the little soup machines.
Oh yeah, and little hot
food,
chocolate.
Yeah. The hot chocolate.
They have those. And at Christmas time, in some major cities, they have these vending machines that they put out that you can buy. It's a charity machine, but you can buy like a goat for some. I mean, the goat isn't in the machine.
I was gonna say, man.
But I've seen them. Are they called a red box or red something? Anyway, they've been in New York and been at other places, and you can buy different things for people around the world. You can buy sheep and goats and chickens and sewing machines and all kinds of things, and you just put your money in, and it pays for that through this charity. Yeah,
that is really
Isn't that
cool.
awesome?
Yeah,
You know what I've also seen in big cities that I desperately want to experience? Because you reminded me of this.
Okay.
Right? The stress boxes.
A stress box? Is
Have
that like a soundproof box you can just?
How
go in
did
and
I
scream
remind
and
you of
nobody can
this?
hear it?
Just
Because
by
you were
saying
talking
about the box?
about
Okay.
the box. So you go into the stress box, and it's like a clear, transparent box, but it's all made up, and it's soundproof on the inside. And you sit down in the stress box, and it's big, right? So it's like a little studio. And you go in, and you're sitting down, and you're all comfy, and a little door opens up, and then kitties or puppies come out.
Oh.
And you just get to sit in this wonderful room surrounded by little kitties or puppies that just kind of climb all over you.
And
I could handle that.
Right?
Although when you said in a big city you get in a clear box, that alone gave me stress.
Right? Have you seen those clear toilets? They're like in Japan. It's how you know the restroom is empty. This is real.
Oh, yeah. And then you close the door and
you close the door and you lock it, and once you hit lock, it makes the windows opaque.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
I have not seen that.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I'd be brave enough to use the toilet.
You know, one time I think it was this year. I think it was in January. We were in Seattle, and my daughter found out about these Pokemon vending machines, and they have plushies or cards or all kinds of stuff in these Pokemon machines. And there was one in a mall, like this great big massive mall in Seattle. So we went on this crazy like day-long wild goose chase for this Pokemon vending machine that turned out the first mall we went to, it wasn't there. It got moved. You could actually see the spot in the floor where it used to sit.
Oh, wow.
And the holes in the floor was bolted to the floor. So then we looked all over that mall, spent half the day there, found out there was supposed to be another one in another mall, went there, spent the other half of the day in another mall. And we drove around half of Seattle looking for one of these silly vending machines and never found one.
Wow, those Pokemon, they get around, man.
They do. It kept
Right?
we couldn't catch any of them.
Oh.
Turns out. Yeah.
So that sounds like the weirdest vending machine that we've ever heard of.
I think there's a lot more weird.
Okay, now I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look up weird vending machines.
Weird vending machines. Oh, wow.
Okay, that's our, how do I spell weird? Did I do that right?
Yeah.
You know one, you mentioned soup vending machine. I'm not sure I've ever seen a soup vending machine, but I have seen in Japan. They have ramen vending machines where you stick your bowl under there and poop out comes the. That was the wrong word to use.
I was just gonna say
I
would not want that. Yeah.
Boop. Out comes
Boop.
your ramen.
Sure, that's what you said.
Boop is what I meant to
Sure.
say.
Whoa.
Whoa.
A live crab vending machine in China.
What?
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Like pet hermit crabs or
No.
like
I
crabs
don't
that you
I
know.
don't know.
Yeah. There's
It's
24 of
small.
them listed here.
Yeah.
Oh, a
Fresh live crabs.
Yeah,
Ooh.
caviar vending machine in Los Angeles.
In the very posh. Very posh. What kind of caviar would you like? Please put your credit card in here.
I think caviar is a hoax to see what rich people will spend a lot of money on and pretend it's good because it costs a lot of money.
Okay, I do kind of like this one. A lettuce vending machine.
in Japan. And gosh, that looks fun.
Doesn't that look
Let us talk about that.
They're growing it in the vending machine. It's live.
It's quite lovely.
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
quite lovely.
gonna-
Now he's going to take over my screen
Nope.
so he can see. Okay.
Just ignore me.
It's a
Just ignore me. I just wanna see
$90,000
what you're
vending
saying.
machine.
Wow.
Wow.
Can
It
grow
grows
60 heads of
lettuce
lettuce.
a day. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, a pizza vending
like this one.
machine in Europe.
Hmm.
Let's pizza.
What else you got?
What?
How many? Are there more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
Okay,
going.
keep going.
I
Keep-
can't. Somebody
keep-
took over my thing.
No, you can go. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, my screen's. Oh, I like
5.
that banana vending machine.
Oh, that's cool.
Right,
Here,
Chuck.
you can move that out of the way. Move the little box out of the way. Just move it. You're
Okay.
fine. There you go.
Look at that, and then mashed potato vending machine in Singapore.
Mashed potatoes are great. Is that a big gulp?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I see. There's a small cup for mashed potatoes that you can have with your big gulp.
That's funny.
How many people do you think fill the big gulp cup with the mashed potatoes?
Right? Ooh, French fry vending in Australia. I'm betting those are probably not the best fries.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you get fresh French fries out of a vending machine?
It says it stores frozen potatoes when an order comes in. The robot genius
Yeah.
who lives inside will flash fry them for 2 minutes, then season them before serving. It'll cost you between $1.50 and $2.
I wonder if that's Australian dollars or American dollars.
You know what? I'd try it.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd try it.
Oh, this is interesting. Beer and sake vending machine in Japan.
Oh.
Yeah. They
Check
must
down
not
at
have
11
laws
p.m.
about who can buy beer.
Right? I mean, how does it ID check you? Do you like put your ID up or?
How did they ID check the cigarette machines? And
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's true.
Do they even have those anymore?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's actually kind of nice.
In
what is it, Chuck?
Germany, eggs, milk, and cheese.
Eggs, milk and cheese. Yeah, I like that.
The basic commodities you need to live.
Wow.
Well, that'll go great with my new career as a cheese taster.
Oh my gosh, right? So they decided to set up vending machines because they got tired of delivering their food.
Yeah.
Wow. Check the dates. I have heard of this one. Egg vending in Japan.
Wow.
I like it.
I like it.
Little
Okay.
chickens back there. Buck, buck, buck. Just joking. Okay. Hot bread.
In
Yeah,
Germany.
we had an egg vending machine when we lived in Tennessee. It was great. You just reach underneath the chickens.
I was gonna say. What's that, a chicken chop?
There were little boxes. You just lift up the flap and reach in. Some of the chickens are mean though, so.
Catherine says they need TP in with the milk. You are cracking me up. Ooh, a Sprinkles cupcake ATM.
And that's in the United
cool.
States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're only in Beverly Hills and Chicago.
Why does this next one seem so fitting?
Huh?
The next one here seems so fitting.
yeah, right? Right.
Baguette
ahead.
vending machine in Paris.
Yeah.
What?
Oui.
But then you don't get the typical, every movie every time anybody has a grocery bag, it always has the
Has a
baguette
baguette
sticking
in
out.
it.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
not in a bag or anything, just a raw
Sticking
piece
out
of
of
bread
the-
sticking,
yeah.
touching everything. It's gross.
It says it's partially cooked before being put in the vending machine, and then it finishes baking per order and costs approximately $1.30. Wow, that's really reasonable.
So for $1.30, you can get a hot, fresh baked baguette.
That is
yeah,
awesome.
that is awesome.
I just-
Okay, next.
Right?
Let's
Yeah.
go down the street eating that thing like a.
Oh,
like a
totally
snack.
ripping it apart.
Yeah.
Ooh, a burger vending machine in Moscow.
Yeah.
I'm betting that's not Moscow, America.
No, probably not in Idaho.
Spotted burger vending machine in Moscow's Sheremetyevo International Airport.
Sheremetyevo.
Yeah.
Sure.
Rice vending machine in Japan. You got to know how to speak Japanese to know which one you're getting or read it. Goodness, that's an interesting vending
They're
machine.
like, what's my favorite color?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it.
Oh, wow.
Of course, in the U.S.
Yeah, of course, the hot to dogs. Hot to dogs.
Although, not going to lie, I'd probably, if I saw that, I would get a hot dog.
Draft beer vending machine in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It looks like one of those where the beer fills from the bottom of the cup up. You ever seen those? Yeah, there's beer things where you set it's a special cup. You set it on top of the beer dispenser, whatever you call it, the beer dispenser, and it has a little spring activated thing in the bottom of the cup, and you set it on there, and it fills the cup from the bottom up. So it goes, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. They're pretty popular in like baseball stadiums and stuff. Yeah.
Hot menu vending machine in Japan.
Japan has a lot of vending machines. Yeah.
Have you seen like the cheap Japan overnight hotels where you just have this little slot?
No.
And you have a slot. So
Huh.
it's not a room.
It's like a bed.
Sounds like a vending machine.
It's a human vending machine. I love this one.
Pecan pie in Texas.
Where?
Yeah.
In Cedar Creek.
Yeah. You can buy a baked pecan pie from the pecan farm for $17.50.
Nice.
Birdall.
Wow, look at the machines in the Netherlands.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever
Lots
you want.
of different things. Yeah.
There's burger and fika burger. I don't know what they're saying.
I don't know either.
Fast food is faster in Amsterdam with Fibo, a chain automat that dispenses food through a vending machine. The menu includes things like croquettes, stuffed with veal or beef, and everything at this restaurant costs. Wow, they call it even a restaurant.
Wow. I've seen those, some like watch a lot of shows where they talk about, other cultures and stuff, and there are some places where they literally are a restaurant. They have tables and everything, and they have walls that are just lined with vending machines.
That must be like this one in Netherlands. Yeah.
And you can see the people back there. They make the food and they slide it in there.
Stuff it in.
Yeah.
Wow. And Daniel, yes, the vending machine pies are hot. At least, they put them in there. Canned bread. Huh.
Okay.
That's weird.
Huh.
You could buy canned bread in the U.S. if in the international food section. I guess there's I don't know if we can say the name of it on the air. Even I'm just for safety's sake. I'm not going to, but
right.
It's very popular. It's a British type bread, right? It's in a can.
These are Japanese.
Spotted Richard.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. These no longer exist. Mubella ice cream, touchscreen vending machine that provided freshly scooped ice cream, and then lobster vending machine in Las Vegas.
That's like a claw machine.
Oh my gosh.
You can catch them. We cook them.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Of course, these aren't available anymore.
Shockingly, it failed. Gee, I wonder why.
That looks like someone just took one of those claw machines and just filled it with water and lobsters.
With water.
Yeah,
Poor lobsters. Oh my gosh. And then vending machine restaurant in New York City. So it works in Amsterdam, not in New York City.
Wow.
Wow. They tried to revive the trend. A spot called BAM in New York City's East Village tried to revive the trend in 2006. It lasted until 2009.
Yeah.
Right? And that was it.
Yeah. And of course, it said the worst will always last, and that's our typical candy chips.
Right. Where you can't get your dollar, where it never goes in.
Right.
So you have So what are the secrets to doing right? You fold your dollar, right? And then unfold it and straighten it. Like if it's really crinkled and too weak, so you fold it to provide some structure. That doesn't work. So then you have the edge table thing where you're like, right? Like that one. What do you do, Sharon, if you have to get that dollar in the vending machine?
And you pull it out and you get another dollar out of your wallet.
Well, aren't you Miss Fancy Pants?
Wow.
If I only have that dollar.
Use a wallet? What's that like?
Right? I sometimes feel like such a juvenile when I'm going to pay with something with cash and I'm like, hold on, I have to unfold.
Oh, I was in Walmart.
I have this many dollars.
Yeah. So over at the theater, we have a refrigerator full of pop and stuff. And when people pay that, I put it into a special thing in the safe. And so I buy a pop and reimburse myself, put the receipt in and take out. I had probably 40 $1 bills, and I was at a store, and I was at a self-serve checkout, and I just was putting in $1 bills.
Oh, funny.
I thought, I bet somebody thinks I went to the casino and got a bunch of ones. One.
Well, there's a lot of professions where you get ones.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna go there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is where we are today.
Okay, what are we going on to now? What kind of fun stuff is there?
Oh, I just think I'm so funny. Okay.
I don't know how to follow that up.
Yeah, see, Catherine got it.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know about that kind of stuff. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
see, Daniel answered said what I wasn't going to say about the spotted Richard bread.
Right?
But it got grayed out. Ooh. You violated Facebook by talking about a brand name,
Right?
type of bread. Not a brand name, just a type of bread.
The warning label for a pillow sometimes works.
Sometimes works for what?
For what? I'm trying to think back to our conversation, and I'm like not getting it.
Oh yeah,
It
we
was
have no
between bread
memory
and
of that.
$1 bills.
Yeah.
Oh, is he talking about for vending machines?
Maybe.
Don't tell people that.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know
breaking
what
the
we're talking
law.
about.
The label on pillows, it says do not remove this unless you are the owner, and it violates something.
Generally in California.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why we have to have those labels, but you can rip them off. I guess Daniel says you can use them in vending machines. Look at her. We're being judged.
Okay, so we're back to just information for today, which I'm changing the subject here. America's favorite food. And it's asked the question, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Chuck, what would it be?
What would it be?
One food
For the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awful.
It really would be.
It really would be.
I don't know if it would be. I can't answer the question, but I think probably my biggest food addiction of all time is probably the Chinese barbecue pork.
Okay.
And you go into the grocery store, and it's right there when you first walk into the store, smiling at you, inviting you in.
I'm trying to think of Safeway. Where is it in Safeway?
It's right. It's when you first walk in. It's in the display case, right when you first walk in the door in
On
the
the
deli.
left side there?
And they have it pre-sliced with the sesame seeds on it. Yeah.
I think I'd just say Mexican. And then I could include all kinds of things.
I don't think that's cheating. That's a good thing, though.
You know what? But, you know what? Along those veins, though, of just being able to have all kinds of stuff in it, I would go with probably...
Like soup.
Ooh, soup. I was going to say curry.
Oh,
Like a curry, because you can have anything in a curry.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I do have to agree. My comfort food is grilled cheese sandwiches and French fries. I mean, they're making you choose one, but like totally comfort food is a grilled cheese sandwich and a nice rich soup. You can dip your sandwich in the soup.
Well, when they talked and asked a bunch of people or whatever they did, they say that the top 5 in America is. And now they never asked me. I'm telling you.
Yeah, who are these people?
Yeah.
You know, they. Those guys.
So the top one is hamburgers.
Okay.
Favorite food. Next one, French fries, which goes with hamburgers.
It does.
And then the grilled cheese sandwiches. But where's the soup that goes with the grilled cheese sandwiches?
You got to have a good tomato soup.
You got to have a good one.
Yeah.
And then pizza. And pizza can be anything. It can be from a breakfast food to a lunch food to a dessert.
Oh, yeah. Pizza would be a good one because you could have anything on a pizza.
Yeah. And then chicken tenders. So they pretty well covered the 5 food groups, didn't they? I'm sorry.
American food groups, yeah.
And before I got old and my stomach got dumb, I would have said macaroni and cheese, but now the gluten, I can't do all that.
Yeah,
I can't do all that gluten.
There's some restaurants out there that make homemade macaroni and cheese that is so good.
Yeah. And you can't do the gluten-free noodles. They're just, I've tried 1,000 different types of gluten-free noodles, and they're all disgusting.
The edamame ones were good.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right? You haven't tried those yet?
Maybe I haven't. Yeah. Are they green?
Yeah.
I do like a green, like a spinach pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
I do occasionally eat the pasta, but then I regret it every time. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, so what is your comfort food?
I don't know. If somebody cooks it, that's mine.
Right? Okay.
Somebody else other than me.
Somebody says, Sharon, I'm going to cook for you. What would you like? You're having a bad day and you want comfort food.
I really don't have anything. I just like food. I mean, I can walk in and you have food on the table and I will eat it. Well, that's not true. That's not totally true. But I do like food. Yeah.
See, there we go.
You know what? In our house, one of our biggest comfort foods is chicken and dumplings.
Oh, yeah. I like that. I used to cook when I had all 6 kids home.
Yeah.
And I had menus, and the kids would look at the menus, so what they were going to be, because I'd post them in the kitchen, and they'd know what was coming up.
Me up. That is awesome.
But when you got paid once a month, you had to do that kind of stuff, so you'd have your supply in the house.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and in the freezer, and things like tater tot casserole was a common one that the kids loved.
Don't they in Minnesota? Don't they call that hot dish?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's hot dish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a tater tot casserole.
Right?
Wow.
Because the tater tots help absorb stuff, and then you put a little cheese on the top, and you've got
Yeah.
your cream of mushroom soup, and who knows what else in there?
That's one of those things that on surface value, it sounds, if you haven't had it, it sounds absolutely disgusting. But then you eat it, and it's like, wow, okay, I get it. I get it.
I think my friend Nancy, I think tater tot hot dish is one of her comfort foods.
Yeah. Isn't that Minnesota, Michigan? I think it's Minnesota.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know.
She's from North Dakota.
Yeah.
Okay. Or that whole region, that
So
sort of
Midwest area.
Yeah.
Catherine says that her favorite is chili.
Chili. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good comfort food is chili. Nice and warm. And
I was going to say in our house, too, Frito pie is another one. I guess some people call it walking tacos. In the South, they call it Frito pie.
Oh, I wonder what that was.
Where you take your Fritos and you smother them with chili and cheese and corn and onions.
Well, in the walking one, you
sour
just
cream.
take the small container of it, cut open the top,
Yeah.
and then pour the stuff in,
Yeah.
and then you eat it in the bag.
What? This is revolutionary. What?
You take a bag, those individual serving bags of Fritos.
Yeah.
You cut open the top.
You turn on
and
its side.
Or whichever way you
Yeah.
want, and you pour your chili in, and you eat it right out of the bag. So you don't even have to wash a dish.
Yeah.
I've never made it, but I've had it.
My mind is blown.
We used to have a food booth, and we served them like that. We turned the bag on its side, you rip the top off, and then you pour all your stuff in there and stick a fork in it and
hand it off
to the customer with a napkin.
Isn't it hot?
No, because the Fritos in the bottom, you pour it on top, and the Fritos in the bottom don't get hot. And then by the time you mix it all together, it's not too hot to touch.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the bag doesn't melt or anything? My mind is literally
No.
blown.
No.
I've never heard of this.
No. Or you can grab it with a napkin if you. It is a dish that requires some napkins.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
I'm sure.
But yeah, we would do ours. We did chili and a little bit of corn, some green onions, sour cream, and yeah.
Mind blown.
Out the door.
Mind blown.
It's good stuff.
Oh, Daniel wants a grilled cheese vending machine.
That would be hard.
I would like that. We have found one of the best ways to make a grilled cheese is with the air fryer.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, yeah. You just you butter your bread and you build your sandwich and you just stick her in the air fryer and the bread comes out all nice and crispy, toasty and.
Wow.
I'm trying to an air fryer. So what exactly is an air fryer? What is it doing?
It is essentially it's just a small countertop convection oven.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you have some of them like the one I have, it's square. It has a grill that can go in it. I mean, and it has some. Anyway, but you can set it at air fry. You can set it at grill. You can set it at bake. It has, and you can set the temperature and you can set the time. It's a very versatile machine, especially for. I would say college students who want something in their dorm room or something.
Yeah.
Very, very easy.
We used to have one that looked like a miniature, it looked sort of like a toaster oven type with it had multiple racks, and then my family wanted to buy one of those with the drawers you pull out, like the little tubs, and they're not near as versatile.
No, they're not.
I don't like it.
I had one of those, gave it away to one of my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I bought the other kind.
The biggest problem with the little oven kind is you can't clean those things. There's absolutely no way to clean the inside of them.
Yeah.
They get filthy. Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah, but the ones with the containers that you slide out, those are easy to clean.
Well, mine has a shelf in the bottom that you can pull out and clean, and then it has the baskets and the grill.
But you can't clean the top of it where the burners are.
No, that's true. Yeah.
And I do miss the broil function.
Oh, mine has a little broil.
Yeah,
You can turn it to broil.
Yeah.
Now I have to look up air fryers.
All right.
Air.
So speaking of appliances that you need, you should just ask yourself before you buy something if you really need it. 14.5% chance you'll change your mind after buying anything you buy.
I understand that.
Yep.
They call it buyer's remorse. Yeah.
Last year, consumers in the United States returned $743 billion worth of merchandise, which is 14.5% of all the things they bought. That's an increase from 10.6% in 2020, according to the National Retail Federation.
Well, and buying online, has really made this up, I think, because you don't have time to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where before you'd think about it and you'd go home or whatever, and then you'd finally get to the store 2 weeks later and you'd say, oh, I don't need that. Now you just, in the middle of the night, you want something and you go in there and you order it.
Click, click.
Well,
yeah.
I wonder, since it's been since 2020, there have been a couple websites since 2020 that have really sort of risen to prominence with really cheap stuff. that
Oh,
you can buy
yeah.
a lot of.
Yeah.
And most of it is, absolute garbage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Case in point, this camera sitting right here.
Well, and some of it, like at the theater, we have to now be very careful who we order from, because if you get something that is not up to what you need, their return policy is lousy.
Oh, it's terrible.
Right? Oh my gosh, I have a story about that. Catherine Darling is sharing her comfort food for her family.
Oh.
Crock-pot food is crock-pot, beef stew, and homemade garlic rosemary bread. Oh my God, yum.
Oh, that sounds really good.
That's a really good comfort food.
Yeah.
I think I want to go home and make some garlic rosemary bread.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, and Catherine said, and I've done this before, and
What's
it
that?
is absolutely amazing. For a grilled cheese sandwich, instead of butter on the outside, use mayo.
Oh, wow.
Really?
I tried that.
She should just put it in the air fryer with the mayo on it. Yeah, because it's eggs and oil, so it gets a little extra crust on there.
Wow.
And it has that little bit of seasoning.
Wow.
That's
Interesting.
that really adds just a little extra dimension. We put mayo on the inside of ours, and when it melts up against the cheese, it makes the cheese a little bit creamier too.
Creamier.
Wow.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Well, so I'm looking at air fryers now. And actually, so yes, these places. So I thought, and most people out there listening are going to be like, no, this is going to induce stress. Remember, I was all excited about those bookcases that you shake?
Yeah.
Right? And then you carefully put the books back in the bookshelf, and it's got a glass cover, and then you shake it and all the books fall out, and you get to put the books back up on the bookshelves.
Is this a game? Is this supposed to...
It's an anxiety reducing thing.
It seems like it'd be bad for the books.
They're not real books. They're like little fake books, but they've got current titles, and they have spines, so they look like books. So when you put them on your bookshelf, you have all the beautiful books, and you can arrange them by color. You can just throw the books in there willy-nilly. But the idea is you have a beautiful bookcase, right, with beautiful books. And then if you're frustrated, you go, and you shake them and they all fall out, right? And then you can open your case and then carefully put the books back.
Sounds like it'd be more frustrating to have to put all the books back.
Well, that's what...
to add to your stress.
That's what most people have said. They're like, that would actually give me anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was the most brilliant thing I had ever seen. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get one for both my sisters. I'm going to get one for my dad. I'm going to get everybody this bookcase. So it was supposed to be like a 1 to, how do you say the 1/12 scale, like for dollhouses? Is it 1 to 12, or how do you say that?
I don't know.
We'll go with that.
Okay. Anyway, so I was like, well, and if I don't like it, I'll just take off the cover and use it as a bookcase in my dollhouse, right?
Yeah.
I got the bookcases, and they were smaller than scale. The books didn't have anything on the spine, so it was just a piece of wood. They had slivers everywhere. They were awful, and I spent like a chunk of money on these. I did not check Amazon. So I went, and I'm like, I don't want them. I want to return them. And they're like, well, we'll give you $30. And I'm like, no. I spent like 4 times that.
A miniature baby bookshelf?
Shut up.
I'm beginning to wonder and worry about.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I bought quite a few. So I'm like, I want to return these. I don't want them. They're literally useless. They're covered in splinters. I fought with this company for about a month and a half. And it wasn't until I started posting negative reviews and pictures of what I received that they finally were like, okay, ship it back to us, show us a picture, send us a tracking thing, and we'll refund your money.
Wow.
So we finally got the refund like a week and a half ago.
Wow.
Good.
Minus my $50 to ship it back to China.
Yeah, you got to be careful too, especially on some of these websites.
Yeah.
These cheap product websites.
Yeah.
They have fake reviews, and
oh yeah,
like again, this camera, for instance. I bought this camera. It was they show this big overinflated price.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's normally these are $155. It's reduced down to $19.95. So you buy it and it's get perfect 5 stars with like 10,000 reviews. And it literally, you remember like the first cell phones that had cameras? You could kind of make out an image. They were sort of dark and fuzzy, and
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the very, very first camera phones that were
Yeah.
just like almost completely worthless.
Almost completely useless. Yeah.
That is about the image quality of this camera.
That is awful.
It has 1080p, 16 megapixels. No, it doesn't. That is a lie. What are you guys looking at?
We're looking at air fryers.
Oh, you guys are shopping on.
This is what mine looks kind of like that.
We're listening to your story.
We
Jeff.
are listening. Yeah.
No.
That camera was terrible. Do you know that you too can be the owner of a quick and crispy 6025 GF2 greaseless air fryer for a low price of $5,745?
Wow.
But
No,
it's
thanks.
from a restaurant supply place,
Okay.
so it would be restaurant
Okay.
quality.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
say it.
You know, so speaking of things that are worthless, I've got another story here. McDonald's finally legally allowed to fix its broken ice cream machines.
What?
Yeah. So the never-ending saga of broken ice cream machines at McDonald's may finally be coming to an end. Thanks to a new exemption in a copyright law, McDonald's can now legally repair their ice cream machines without jumping through hoops. It says for years, customers trying to satisfy their ice cream cravings at McDonald's have been met with disappointment due to frequently broken machines.
Why couldn't they repair the machines?
I don't know.
That's weird. I have to look that up now.
I don't know. But it says the issue has been so prevalent that even competitors like Wendy's have capitalized on it. Efforts to track working machines through apps have even been made. And the explanations for consistent malfunctions have been varied, with some blaming digital locks embedded in the machines by their manufacturers. But now, due to these recent exemptions, outside vendors can step in to fix the problematic ice cream makers, allowing for a quicker and more efficient repair process. So, good news for you McDonald's fans out there. You might actually be able to get some ice cream.
Well, we're looking it up now. And
Yeah,
now we have AI, so AI is going to tell us what happened.
Well, you know, it's been like a meme for a thing for a long time. You can't, the McDonald's ice cream machines are always broken.
It says the machines had copyright, meaning that only their technicians were legally allowed to fix them.
Oh.
Yeah. And so franchise owners were not allowed to fix the machines or have a third-party repair service.
It seems like it's time to go to a different company to get
Yeah.
your machines.
I would think so.
Yeah.
When it's like a national story that
Right.
your ice cream machines are broken.
And even AI knows. Even AI. Thank you, Google. All right, what else am I looking up? I'm just a bevy of information this morning.
She's just looking stuff up. Yep. Okay, so let's see. Let's go into the next one here. So this one here, if you're ever looking to win the lottery, this guy here has an interesting strategy. He won $50,000. He's recently struck gold when he used the zip code of his new investment property to choose his lottery numbers. Won $50,000. He chose the zip code 28001 to match the zip code of his North Carolina property and hit the jackpot in the Pick 5 drawing. So if you're ever looking for those lottery numbers to pick, use your zip code.
109.
It's 99109. Yeah.
I'm having a morning check. My coffee spilled on the table. I only got the last dregs on the bottom of the cup. Sharon's laughing at me. She's like, "Are you going to go down
Cats
and
and
lick the
dogs
carpet?" I'm like, "No,
living
not this
together."
carpet."
Wow.
No, I said suck.
Whoa.
That's even worse. And that wasn't me, y'all. That was Sharon.
I don't know. My skip button isn't working today, Sharon.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I love this. Missing deadlines can undermine work quality perception. Yeah, think? Hey, Sharon, did you finish that report yet?
I'm working on it.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody else, we're all waiting on Sharon. And shockingly, this has a negative reaction to production.
Weird.
Right. I can't even imagine.
Well, and sometimes, and that we're talking about stress.
Yeah.
Last year our insurance was due, the renewal, and I'd forgotten about a report that I usually keep. And the report is everything that's happened in the building.
Yeah.
All the productions, all the rehearsals, all that kind of stuff that's happened in the building for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with Gino being having all the medical things, I just had not kept up on that report. And so I had a couple of days and I had to make the report. It wasn't hard. I could go back through our calendar and through my histories, but it was very tedious because I hadn't kept it up. And I was under so much stress that I physically, my shoulders, my back, my head, everything was just because I had not done that report on time and, kept it up all year.
Mm-hmm.
So this year I've been very meticulous at keeping that report up.
I had a conversation with somebody the other day. I tend to be late for things. It's a habit of mine.
Oh, yeah, we've been meaning to talk to you about that.
Can't imagine that. Jack.
It's a bad habit, but,
Never noticed.
There's a misconception, I think, from people who aren't late. And, they get frustrated with people who are late.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't realize that we get frustrated with it, too, and it's very stressful to always be late for things. I don't know why. I'm always trying to get that one last thing in before I leave,
Yeah.
Because I'm usually not done with that and like, oh no, I'm not done with this thing and I have to go.
Yeah.
So you try to get things finished before you go. But yeah, it's incredibly stressful.
Yeah.
To always be late for things.
Yeah.
And especially when you know that, a lot of people don't give leeway for people that are late. And I understand, you don't want to
support
waste
bad habits or something.
Yeah, and you don't want to waste people's time. And I'm also one of those people that I'm late often, but then do get frustrated when other people are late.
Right.
Which is bad. But
I know. So my lateness is inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if I used to be a computer consultant, I was traveling all the time. Boy, I made sure that I walked in the door at exactly the time.
Yeah.
Right? I would come in, I would be there. My friends, however, have given me incorrect arrival times just to make sure that I'm there on time because I'm so late. So they just say, "Oh yeah, I need you to come over here at 6:30," when they actually want me at 7.
Yeah.
Because they know I'm going to be late.
I do that to myself.
Right? So I don't know. It's this weird thing. It's shocking that I make like calls for theater on time. So it's weird. Like there's some. So I can resonate with that. Daniel is one of those people who likes to be super early. And so he starts getting stressed by like half an hour. We gotta go. And it's like 5 seconds away. I'm like, dude, we live like not even a mile from town.
Yeah.
We gotta go. We're gonna be late. Gotta go.
I do. On the other hand, there's the people that are the 15. If you're not 15 minutes early, you're late.
You're late, yeah.
Which if you want me there at 7:45 instead of 8, tell me to be there at 7:45, and I'll be there as close as I can to 7:45.
Oh my gosh, if you come to my house, if I say I want you here at 8 and you come at 7:45, you're stressing me out because at 7:45, I'm frantically hiding the last of the cleaning that I wasn't able to get done
Throwing
before
the dirty
you show
dishes
up.
in the oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, if we're having an event, if we're having a party or something, and you show up early, you're either going to wait on the porch or I'm going to put you to work.
Yeah, because you're like in my stress zone.
Yeah, here's a broom.
I'm getting ready for everybody. Yeah.
Go sweep. Get the dust bunnies out from under the couch.
Take the dogs for a walk and then put them away. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just saying.
Yeah, don't show up at my house early.
Yeah, I had a friend who was always late, late. And one time we were talking about it, and she said, "Well, I don't even start getting ready till I have to be there because why waste time?" And I'm not following that logic at all.
Catherine, you spelled my name wrong. It is, despite popular opinion, it is not spelled ADHD. It is CHECK.
Oh my goodness! These are why we love you, right?
I do definitely have a little bit of ADHD. I think so. Well, I mean, according to my doctor's report, anyway, my medical records. Apparently I do. All righty. Well, you know what? And that just about does it for the show today.
We've had a fun show.
We did.
We've just gone all over the place.
We have.
It's been a little off kilter. We had a major disaster to kick things off with.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, really, in scale, probably a pretty minor disaster, but I think for Paula, it's a pretty major one. Yeah.
Do you see my demeanor? Do I seem to my usual? Yeah.
She's gonna drag herself out of the door and probably run home and go back in bed.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't
no,
know.
Once I'm up, I can't get
I was going to say, there's too much going on. You should see my living room. The giant spiders from it's 9:00. The giant spiders from the haunt and all of the lights right now. It's the process of carefully putting everything away. So everything is in the den. It's just, there's a skeleton who's taken over one of the chairs.
I hate it when skeletons do that.
Okay, this is actually real, and then we'll go. So last night, I was closing the house up, right, getting ready to go upstairs to bed, and my water bottle was in the living room on the dining room table.
Did your water break?
Chuck.
Sorry.
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry. Sorry.
The skeleton, the full-size skeleton sitting comfortably in the chair was between me and my water bottle. And I'm like, I just can't handle the skeleton right now. I went to bed without my water bottle. I'm like, the room is dark. I know it's a toy. I just can't deal with the skeleton right now.
Wow.
It was one of those nights.
Alrighty. Well, that about does it for our show. Let's wrap things up and get on out of here and get you guys.
We've got fun
back to
things
doing it.
happening. Be
We do.
sure and check Facebook for the Creative District calendar. And
Yes.
the Center for the Arts has their items listed. The Chamber has items listed. Just and subscribe to The Independent.
Yeah.
Because they have wonderful coverage of things.
And check out the Facebook page.
Facebook.
The KCHW Facebook page. We're gonna get. I'm gonna get those tickets for the show coming up on November 30th on there immediately.
Yep.
Because I was supposed to do that last week.
Yep.
I made the posters 2 weeks ago, and I haven't been good about getting them out, but they are available.
See, that's his waiting till the last.
They have been posted on the Northern Light Spotlight page.
Right.
Craig McQuain Music
I
has
don't check
posted
that
them.
one.
Well, you should. And
Bite
if you're
my
out-
tongue.
If you're out there listening, you should go to the Northern Light Spotlight. It
Yeah,
has everything
absolutely.
happening musically in our
Yeah.
area and growing by the day. So there you go. And you can tune in right here on Friday morning with Craig McQuain. He's going to talk about that and all the upcoming things coming up in music. Then today, you can stay tuned right here from 6 to 8 p.m. with Music for the Mountain, 8 to 10 p.m. with Dirt Road Blues, with our very own Dirt Road Doug McQuain live in the studio. Then from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., we have Planetary Radio, Sea Change Radio, Echo Shock, Total, and Earth Date. So I want to thank you all for coming in, and thank everyone for listening. This has been the KCHW Morning Show. And I got our music right here. There we go. I knew I had it. Usually I have my finger on the button.
Snowflake.
What's that?
I'm looking at the weather again.
Yeah.
Snowflakes.
And Juno's trying to tell us about a football game coming up, probably Saturday afternoon, but I don't know.
They said that the last high school football game last week.
They had some special one coming up.
Oh.
Nice. See, there's more. We have more to talk about.
So much more. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a great one.
It's 9